Once upon a time, there was a boy named Calvin. He was an ordinary student attending Greenfield High School in South Africa. Calvin wasn't the best academically, but he had a strong personality and always stayed true to himself. His life took a dramatic turn one afternoon when his teacher, Madam Easter, called him in front of the entire school assembly. Calvin had been ignoring the school's strict grooming policy by allowing his hair to grow longer than the rules allowed. Madam Easter, known for being strict but fair, stood in front of the entire assembly and said, "Calvin, for the sake of discipline and the values this school upholds, you'll need to shave your hair to comply with the rules." Calvin felt humiliated. Being called out in front of everyone, with his classmates watching, was unbearable. His face turned red with shame, and his emotions soon spiraled into anger and bitterness. After the assembly, he grew resentful not just toward Madam Easter, but all his teachers. Every instruction or moment of discipline felt unfair. One Thursday morning, during a conversation with one of his teachers, he couldn't contain his feelings anymore. His voice came out sharp as he said, "I'm not a Christian, and I won't go to the CU on Thursday." His teacher looked at him with disapproval, but Calvin didn't care. His anger had grown too large to ignore. Walking away from his teacher, he felt his frustration take over. His legs carried him far from the school as he ran, tears blurring his vision. He felt trapped in his pain, but in that moment, he decided he couldn't let this bitterness rule his life. He began saving money with the hope of escaping his problems and building a new life somewhere far from his old environment. Eventually, Calvin moved to Canada through a homestay program, leaving his life in South Africa behind. The transition was challenging at first, adapting to a new culture and a colder climate, but his homestay family welcomed him with kindness. For the first time, Calvin felt hope and freedom. Living in Canada gave him a fresh start. It taught him an important lesson. Running away from problems didn't fix them, but walking away from old pain could allow healing. His new life gave him peace, opportunities, and freedom from the bitterness that had held him captive. Calvin learned that sometimes peace comes not from fighting your circumstances, but from creating a new beginning for yourself. Moral of the story: holding on to bitterness can weigh you down, but sometimes the best way to find peace is to let go, forgive, and start fresh. Relocation isn't just geography, it's about healing and creating a new chapter for your life. And you can do anything you want to make yourself happy to avoid bitterness. Don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to Inspiration Station with Kevin for your daily dose of motivation.